It's time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, sponsored by
Best.
Okay.
Best. Continue. Best.
This lady is a lot. You are a lot today. I just want you to know you're a lot today.
Every day.
Yes, and it's so early for her to be doing all of this. But anyways, we're so happy to be here with you, and we are sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama unit of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. My name is Glendia Sweeting, Manager of Quality Assurance and Special Projects, and this lady over here with all of the energy is Alex Thompson,
What?
the Director of Public Affairs at the Downtown Freeport Business Association.
You're gonna redeem yourself with that?
You wanted more energy.
Yes.
What is your name? Are you not Alex Thompson?
Yeah, but give me some, give me some juice. Give me some gas.
I think you just give enough juice
Give me a
around the table.
hurricane rating of 5. Give me a whirlwind introduction.
Okay, so thank you, Alex, for being with us today. I am literally trying to keep it together.
Keep it together.
Thank you so much, Alex, for being with us today with all of the energy that she's bringing to the round table. But we're so delighted to be able to have our hurricane preparedness series as we continue to talk about how you can plan and prepare. And of course, we bring all of the experts in the room. We bring the businesses, all of the agencies around the city of Freeport, corporate, Grand Bahama. We would have spoken with the Grand Bahama Port Authority, the Grand Bahama Power Company, the Grand Bahama Utility Company, Bahamas Red Cross, the Development Company, Lucaya Service, so many of them, so many more to mention. And we're very grateful that we've had them on the show to share information with you, but today is no different. We're continuing this series and ensuring that you have all of the information that you need, again, so that we can plan and prepare together during this hurricane season. Let's be ready, even though we don't want it to happen. We don't want a storm event, but of course we have to prepare while we are in the season.
Y'all better listen. It's
So-
a good one.
It's always a good one.
No, but this is very important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And some really big, heavy topics that we want to talk about today. And so we have two wonderful guests that are joining us. The first is the branch manager from Colina General Insurance Agents and Brokers Limited, Ms. Patrice Forbes. Welcome to Focus Forward.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to be here.
It's so good to have you.
The heavy hitters. Big cojones.
Yes.
Big kahunas.
Oh,
Big kahunas.
I thought only Alex would bring the energy, but I love it.
Yeah, we matching that.
But I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's keep it going with all of the big people around the table. Certainly, we want to welcome the proprietor, the owner, the big kahuna
Big.
Oh, keep
from
that energy.
Pristine,
There we go.
Yes.
Mr. Brian Davis, the owner of Pristine Pressure Wash and Building Maintenance. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
It's nice. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. I
It's so
think
good to
I'm
have
on
you.
the.
I manifested you here. I have something to pressure clean right now.
Yes, that's a
My
manifestation.
driveway
Yes.
looking little
Revelation.
needing
Yes.
some pressure cleaning.
Yes,
And
more
may-
collaboration across the table. We got to get this business going.
Yes.
We got to start this today.
And may I say that my mom is a big fan of
Oh,
the
what's
show.
her name, please?
Vernie Davis. She's in Nassau.
Okay.
So she is retired. So between gossiping on the phone, watching the soaps, and then when the show comes on. So
Oh, dear.
hi, Mom.
Yes,
She just
Miss
he-
Bernie
If he was
Davis.
the favorite son, he's just moved down.
Definitely.
You can't say the gossip.
But he moved up when he talked about Focus Forward.
Yeah, you know what?
Miss Bernie Davis, thank you so much for watching, and of course we appreciate you each and every week. Thank you for sharing that, and we appreciate that too,
Thank you.
Mr. Davis. We
Just to be
appreciate
clear,
that.
she's only gossiping about her children. Nope, and you know,
Clear it up.
parents are entitled to do that.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, my son always says, you on the phone gossiping about me with. That's none of your business.
That's all of his business.
I said, when you have your own, you could do the same.
All right, guys, so let's jump into the topic and let's talk about hurricane preparedness in this series. And of course, both of you have something to offer our community here. And so let's start with you, Miss Forbes. Colina General Insurance. Now, you know, we all know insurance is the hot topic when we think about hurricane season.
Right
and
now.
I know just before the show, and I'll say it here now, Alex said, is it not too late?
No.
If I need to get something going. But tell us a little bit about Colina. Let us know about the services you offer, and then let's dive into this hurricane stuff.
Okay, excellent. So Colina General actually forms an arm of Colina Holdings. There are a couple of branches that are associated with the business. We do medical, we do life, we do investments, we do general insurance. We also have Ansbacher. So we are a conglomerate of various arms, and we offer services. Pretty much everything that you need, we have it.
Yeah.
It's one-stop shop, and it is Bahamian owned, so our monies do not go out the country.
Bahamian owned. All the
I
money
like
stay
that.
right here.
Yes.
You know, I told you were going to be on the show today. I went and paid my insurance premium.
See, well, I'm glad that I reminded you of that, you
I'm
know?
like,
Yes.
Okay. And so I thought about that because it was for my contents insurance. So people want to know. Let's just get right to that.
Yes.
You said it's not too late to get hurricane insurance.
No.
Right. So I could, what is this? It's sometime in June.
June.
Yeah, I can get hurricane insurance, pay for it right now, and you
Yes.
can cover me.
Yes.
100%.
100%. So how it works, we are agents and brokers. Colina General is an agent and broker. So we sell for various insurers. All of our insurers, according to AM Best, are an A- and above, which means that they're very solvent to respond. So post-Dorian, I can proudly say, we didn't have any incidences, maybe one or two, but then that was just negotiations. But my insurers responded excellently post-Dorian. Once the insurer has not released a mandate to stop writing business, we can take you on up to that point. But once they release a cease writing, then we can no longer take on any business.
That's actually a thing. I was only actually poking fun out of it
No,
a little
that's
bit.
that's not it.
It's a real thing. Like
It
there's
is a
point that
real
we can say
thing.
we can stop. We're not going to be writing any more policies
Correct.
to cover you for insurance.
Correct.
Now, after hurricane, a lot of people heard a lot of stuff in the atmosphere. The insurance is going up, and you know, insurance companies aren't going to be covering people. Can you shed any light on that?
Yes. All right, so there are a couple of points. I made sure I wrote them down because, you know, I'm not as young as I used to
And
be.
you knew Alice was gonna ask me that
We can't tell. We can't tell.
And so I figured pen and paper will never forget. So when it, post-Dorian, let's deal with post-Dorian. There were a couple of things that persons encountered, such as underinsurance. And not only know you heard about underinsurance.
Yes.
We're hoping that persons are now more educated as to what underinsurance means. Underinsurance means that you underinsured your building for the replacement value. Meaning that what it would cost to replace your building or reconstruct your building in today's market. Now, if you haven't had an appraisal done within the last 2 years, I would advise you to have it done because the cost of construction is based on what it costs to construct. So right now, what I'm seeing coming in from the various appraisers, the cost of construction is varying from $130 to $150 per square foot. And that all depends on if you don't have all the bells and whistles, such as granite top, hurricane impact windows, doors, crown molding. All of that now contributes to your dollar or cost of construction being higher. So how do you know what the value is? You would multiply your square footage by the cost of the to construct, and that will tell you what the value of your home is.
Let me break that down for all my
Yes.
persons listening.
Let me do
So
some calculations
basically,
while you're
let's
doing
say my house is 1,000 square feet.
1,000 square feet.
And I originally had it insured at $100 a square foot. So that house cost me $100,000.
So
and I
you-
only have insurance for $100,000. But lo and behold, 3 years later,
It's 150.
it's $150,000.
Yes.
But I still only have $100,000.
So you will be
insurance.
subject to average.
So I am underinsured.
Underinsured.
Well, you look at that.
Correct.
I need to go get an appraisal.
Yes. And
need
the
to know your
percentage,
numbers. You
need to know
yes.
your value.
Definitely you need to know your value because based on the percentage that you are uninsured, that is going to be the calculated value when it comes to your claim. So if your home is supposed to be insured for $200,000, that's the replacement value, and you have it insured for $100,000, how the insurer looks at it is that you've entered into a joint partnership with the insurer. So you're self-insuring yourself for the half, and you're asking the insurer to insure you for the half. So when the insurer comes to now settle your claim, they're settling it based on what their commitment to the agreement is.
That was the best explanation of that under insurance that I've ever heard. I hope you all got that. That was amazing. I love that. I never thought about it that way, and it was very easy. So therefore, I cannot be mad when I put in a claim and you're like, well, we're going to give you the whole part that we lost, that we're insured.
What we were responsible for.
So we actually can only, even though you may be paying out all, it's still only half of what my home is valued. And I'm around the street saying, that insurance company only gave me half of my
robber is a thief.
You steal from me.
Yes.
I don't like you.
Yes.
Okay.
Because remember now, your 50% insured value is what you were paying premium for. You were not paying premium for the full 100.
Because we didn't insure it.
Because you didn't insure it for the full 100.
I like you now.
You do?
Yeah.
Well,
I
so thank you.
Before.
Yes.
All
See,
right, so-
but that's what we do. We want to make sure that everybody understands how it works, so that in the event of an incident, you mentally can prepare yourself as to how this is actually going to play out.
So tell us then, with that in mind, what are some of the other misconceptions or things that people may misunderstand as it relates to taking out insurance on their homes for hurricane season?
Okay, so one of the other big things that we had is deductibles, right? So your deductible is associated with your policy, and it plays a part in your payouts, or it plays a part in your calculated value, or I should say payout. Yes, it's payout. So your deductible can range from 2% up to 10%.
That's a
Right?
lot of money there.
Yes. So your deductible is now calculated on your value of your home and not your claim amount. So that's where a lot of persons got it kind of mixed up. So if your home is valued $200,000, your deductible is $4,000. But a lot of persons were thinking that if they had $20,000 in damages, then their deductible will be
Should have been
on the
$20,000.
$20,000.
So I pay less.
Right.
Another reason why we think y'all was robbers.
Exactly.
We didn't like y'all.
Exactly. And so the lower your deductible is, it's more calculations for you in receiving benefits for your damages. The higher it is, you get a lesser premium, but then you would incur a greater amount that you have to bear at the time of loss.
Okay, so my son literally just asked me this question.
Yes.
What is the difference? I think my policy says catastrophic or hurricane, because he asked me, are we insured for fire? Are we insured for burglary? Are we insured for flood? I'm like, we're insured for everything. And he said, but I
Not
noticed
necessary.
that my friend's place got damaged and they weren't covered. And he was like, I just wanted to know, as hurricane season, what are we insured for? And I said, I need to go read my policy.
Yes.
So is there a difference?
Yes, there is. And that's a very good thing, because that's a very good point, because that was something that I was also going to make mention of, is that now that we are in hurricane season as of June 1, everyone should take an opportunity to review their policy. This is the perfect time for you now to call your agent and find out exactly what you're covered for. Now, the difference between catastrophe and non-catastrophe, basically all the policies we sell has fire as a covered peril.
Okay.
There is no deductible for fire.
Okay.
So you will not suffer under insurance for fire. So if your home is burnt to the ground, whatever you insure it for, that is what we pay you out for.
All of it?
Yes, all of it. Because there is nothing to be assessed,
Okay.
right? So we'll pay you out.
Because there's no home.
Because there's no home.
Now,
right.
continue.
Now, catastrophic cover covers all natural disasters. Hurricane, tsunami, windstorm, earthquake. Everything is covered in that. That's an inclusive cover. Burst pipes, malicious damages, all of that is included. Excluding malicious damage.
is included in catastrophic.
Actually, malicious damage is covered in both.
Interesting.
Yes.
I've
Now,
never heard of that.
if you have, then there's excluding catastrophe. Now, excluding catastrophe has absolutely no coverage for natural disaster.
Really?
None.
If a tree falls on my house, am I covered? If a windstorm comes and blows my windows out, I'm not covered?
Not if it's directly linked to a catastrophe. No, it will not be.
Flood?
Flood, not if it's directly linked to a catastrophe.
I need to go read my policy.
Read your policy.
Oh, but I have catastrophic, so that covers flood.
Well,
Read my policy.
read your policy.
This is getting
Because,
interesting.
yes, because post-Dorian, I've heard of some stories where persons said that they were not covered for flood in their policy. So I do not know. I can only speak for what I sell, right?
Okay.
So for what I sell, yes, if your flooding is directly linked to a catastrophe, it is automatically covered.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good to know. So we want to move over, certainly to start the conversation as well, again in our hurricane series, Mr. Davis, Mr. Brian Davis from Pristine, Pressure Wash and Building Maintenance. Now, Mr. Davis, persons may want to know, well, I'm wondering, why is he here on the show today? He has a maintenance company. What does he have to offer us in the case of hurricane preparedness? So tell us a little bit about your business, and let's jump into that conversation.
Pristine Pressure Wash has been in existence for 10 plus years. We cover all aspects of pressure wash, soft wash applications, from roof to buildings, pavers, driveways, all related pressure cleaning services. Notice I said soft wash because sometimes in taking care of your business or providing that service, not all the time you need to apply water pressure. So we have a method we call soft wash, which is you use less pressure and the chemicals or the solution takes care of it. As it relates to hurricane preparedness, we're on the book end of it. Prior to hurricane, we prepared your home to be in stable condition prior to hurricane. After hurricane, it's more of a cleanup effort. Right. Your debris, you have the salt sprays. All of these will help in keeping the integrity of your building post-hurricane.
Is there any job too small for your business? For example, it's pre-hurricane time, God forbid, but let's say we're in that mood and we are, let's say, maybe 48 hours out or something of that nature. One of the things that some of the things that we try to do, we want to make sure our windows, if we don't have hurricane impact windows and doors, we want to make sure someone is putting up those shutters or someone is probably boarding up the windows. Just helping to secure the home, maybe look at moving any debris or anything that could become a projectile. Are those some of the things that you guys would do to be able to assist potential customers?
Yes, most definitely. And there's no job too small. And very quickly, I had a story that I actually have to come here. I had a tall pine tree at the edge of my property, and I procrastinated. Okay. And eventually that tree fell down. It crossed the fence, and it ended up costing me more money because I had to repair the fence. So I try to be very practical when it comes to hurricane preparedness. I use the triple E's: evaluate, effort, execute. Now, if I can tie that into the antidote that I just gave, if I had evaluated that the tree needed to be cut down.
Right.
I didn't put the effort to get it cut down. If I had got it done and executed it, I would have been better off. So, like you mentioned about the small stuff, the removing off the debris from around your property, they can be projectiles when the hurricane time comes, and they can either damage your property or the neighboring properties, or even loss of lives. So you see a lot of small things that needs to be done around the home, and you do it, And sometimes we don't always have the financial wherewithal to purchase impact windows or storm shutters or whatever. Right. So we take a common sense approach, and we try our best to see how financially feasible it is. Some persons have plywood that's It made us the shutters. You put your hinges on and you put it in the wall and what have you. The disadvantages sometimes to having the plywoods at a sort of knee-jerk. The minute the hurricane travels, we bam it against the wall and what have you. At the end of the day, when all is clear, we then now need to remove the plywood, what then now compromises the building.
Right.
And so now you have to now you find yourself having to plaster and move it and paint. And then if you don't, then it's a repeat process because you have to do it all over again, right? So some very simple things. You have operators on your window. You get it repaired. You know, sometimes, not all the time, we have the category 3 or 4. It could be a tropical storm or whatever the case is, but at least you have those awnings, those operators working. You can tighten up your windows. You wouldn't have the air underneath to blow under. Of course, then we also have things such as we've been at this before in the hurricane season. And we've always had the warnings. Of course, we say listen to warnings. If you're supposed to move out of the flooded areas, you do that. We're encouraged to have documents, prescription medicine, all of those sealed and packaged and ready to go in the case we have to be removed from the home or evacuate. So there's very basic common sense approach to preparedness.
Now, I want you to know that when she asked you about if you tell any job too small, she already had her home address in mind.
Yes.
And a list of things. She's like, let me see if he can come to my house and do this for me.
I mean, because you just never know, right?
Yes.
But I actually was thinking about sometimes, you have elderly folks. My parents are elderly. And if I'm preparing my home, my husband is preparing our home.
Who's working for them?
Who's going to be helping them, you know? And so it's okay, hey,
Exactly.
let me just call
It's
Mr.
not a
Davis.
problem. We're here.
Because we need to be able to
Yes.
get the service done.
Yes.
And then it's very difficult at that time sometimes to find people to help you because everybody is trying to secure their own.
Definitely,
So if a
yes.
business is available to be able to provide that support, I think that is that's
Yes.
definitely wonderful and something that's needed,
Yes,
particularly during this storm
Hurricanes.
season.
So now that we're beginning of hurricane season, I guess for you want people to reach out to you now.
Right.
Don't,
Yes.
like you said, prepare now.
Yes.
Evaluate, bring you in to evaluate the home. Because you know what? We're so used to things in our yard, we may not think it's a projectile
Yes.
until we see it.
Right.
So I didn't think my gas tank would have been a projectile till I saw it wailing across the yard. And I'm like, oh, my whole
Now
gas
it's
tank,
gone.
gone. And so I guess we don't think about that. So you would come in and do that because I didn't think we had a little metal shed. We didn't think about strapping that down or anything like that. You know what? We just saw it when it went over in the neighbor's yard.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Twisted up into a coil and everything in it was just all over the yard.
Yes.
So these are the things like we need you to come in to evaluate.
Yes.
Absolutely.
In most cases, we always give the premise that we offer free consultation. And this is no different as it relates to pressure cleaning services or the hurricane preparedness. And we encourage persons to make use of it. You call us in, we come and we make an assessment, or in this case, we give an evaluation. What needs to be done, and how quickly you want to get it done prior to the pending storm.
Well, where can they find you? Because I'm telling you right now, my mind is going. I'm thinking a couple people I know, they're like, okay, what's the number? Where
Right.
can we find you? We need you because, like Glendia, this is all about hurricane preparedness. But the shows have made us start
Yes.
preparing. So where
Yes.
can they find you?
I'm primary mobile, but my telephone contact is 646-6180.
Write that down for me, please.
Right now.
Right there.
And I do encourage persons they can call at any time besides after 10 p.m.
Yeah, don't tell them anytime. Because some people
But
can
you'll
tell you
take
all
WhatsApps
hours.
24/7,
Yes,
right?
yes, we do.
WhatsApp's
and
24/7.
and we would try our best to respond right away.
Absolutely.
So you're
Yeah.
not just pre-hurricane. You're a company we can call even after to clean and clear the
Definitely.
debris and all those kind of things.
Definitely, and we would be surprised that as it relates to the salt content of the water, it does compromise your home afterwards, be it from your roof, from your woods, the windows, the films, and especially with the films of the windows. The longer we let that salt build up, then then it becomes harder to remove. So yeah, we do encourage persons to reach out even post hurricanes. As soon as we get an all clear and everything is good to go,
So you can
persons
wash
are
down
settling.
my house after the storm?
Yes, definitely.
Did you wash down your house?
I did not.
Neither
Yes.
did I.
I didn't even know that was
I
a
was
thing.
today old
Yes.
when I realized it's a thing.
Yes.
I didn't
yes.
even know.
Okay, so there you have it.
Okay.
Now, today old.
Definitely.
Wash down.
Wash down your home. But we have to wrap up really quickly. But I just want to get some final thoughts from both of you as we begin to wrap. Ms. Forbes, anything that you want potential customers or customers to know about Colina?
Well, Colina is a strong company. We've been in the community for a number of years. I think we're very reputable. Our record speaks for us. But there's two things that I wanted to just make mention of before we pass it over to Mr. Davis. One, if you have your insurance being paid by your bank, that was another big area of confusion, is that there was a disconnect between the bank, the mortgagee, and the mortgager. Every year, you should refer to your bank to ensure your insurance is being paid.
Okay.
Right? That onus needs to be on you to verify that, one. And then secondly, if you've done any upgrades to your home within the year from your policy renewed and is due to renew, inform your agent. Because any upgrade now also adds to the
Add to that value.
Exactly.
That
So
overall
those were
value.
2 points I wanted to make mention. But
Perfect.
come on down. We brag on excellent customer service.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful.
Well, let me
And-
just plug
and we like to
Miranda-
hear about that.
Miranda Lowe, my
Yes,
agent.
your
She makes
agent.
Sure I pay my
And ready and good to
policy
go.
and ready, and then she checks.
There you go.
You had no other children?
There you go.
You need anything else?
Exactly.
No, she just checking. She's making sure
I
they're all
get it, I
covered.
get it.
Yes. but you
Mr.
wanna do that.
Davis, final thoughts from you, sir.
Pristine Pressure Wash, we go by the motto, transforming your valuable assets. I would just like to add to it, we would like to also say to, in case, protect your most valuable assets. So we just encourage persons to not only as prior to the hurricane, but after the hurricane, consider your asset as one of the most highly invested thing to be doing in a lifetime. It's our property. So we just encourage persons to come along. They give us a call and see what services that we can provide. We're here to
Definitely.
please and give it that offer of professionalism.
Yes, I love that.
support. Thank you.
Pristine Pressure Wash and Building Maintenance. Give them a call, 646-6180. And of course, I know you guys know where to go for Colina here within the city of Freeport. Make sure that you reach out to Colina so that you can maybe get some quotes. Go through the process, see what could be done.
300.
There we go. There you go. Listen, she said it. She said it.
Right next door to Save More Drugs.
Right next to Save More Drugs. Make sure that you go and you visit Colina and you have the opportunity to be able to get some really, really good information about things that you may need to know that will impact you if, in fact, we do have a storm event, even though we do not. We do not.
Nice
want
if
it.
you reviewed
Thank
your
you
policy.
guys so much for my husband handles, but we're good.
Your husband
And
handles it.
we're not with Colina. We're not with Colina, but we're covered.
Okay, then.
But we want to thank you guys so much for being with us. Maybe I need to go. I used to be with Colina, but we'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show. But we really appreciate having you guys with us as well. Of course, Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show continues to be here for you. And of course, we have more show to come. Yes, we are in our hurricane preparedness series, but of course, we always have to meet with our businesses, and we want to be able to hear from them, hear about what they're doing here within the city of Freeport. We keep talking about $3+ billion of investments. Go and check out our map, investgrandbahama.com projects map, if you want to know what that $3 billion+ means. What is included in there?
See where
Have
the
you been on
money
the Have you
resides.
been on the map lately?
I know where the money resides.
So go and
It's in
check
Grand
that
Bahama.
map so that you can see, and jump in your car and ride around and then take a look, and you'll be able to appreciate everything that's happening here. But yes, we need to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking with some of our local businesses. We'll be right back right after this.
Hello, my name is Cherise Butler and I am the owner of CV What You Crafting Today. Our vision is to bring your vision to life. CB Custom Prints is a printing business that specializes in high quality printing. The printing that we offer is sublimation, DTF, polyester dry fit shirts, tumblers, cups, mugs, aprons, all of that. With our DTF printing, we also sell the prints to other small business owners that don't have the machine and that would wish to purchase the prints from us. So we are located in the Marlborough building, directly in front of the new Independence Circle. You can contact us 242-646-8109. We have TikTok, CB Custom Prints, Instagram, CB Custom Prints 242, or Snapchat, and Facebook, CB Custom Prints 242 or CB Custom Prints.
Welcome to Freeport, the reawakened, the reimagined, the rebirth, the Renaissance capital of the Bahamas. Over $1.5 billion in investments. Marinas, cruise ports, downtown revitalization, residential developments. We're putting the city on the map. Want to know more? Just log on. Your future is only a click away.
Hi everyone, we are having a wonderful day here on Focus Forward, and we are so excited and so delighted to have some of our local businesses here on the show. Of course, the second segment is always about businesses, correct?
Business.
Yes, and you love that, don't you?
Are they downtown?
Are they? I don't think everybody's downtown,
No, but we are
although you
talking-
would like them to be.
No, but you know what? We're talking about businesses in the city of Freeport.
Absolutely.
You know, building this economy, one small business at a time.
Yes.
Small and medium-sized
Good
businesses
stuff. Good stuff.
that may have a second location downtown as Grand Bahama continues to grow.
So we know Alex is always biased, right? And we can appreciate the love that you have for downtown, but everybody can't be downtown, so that's
Understand.
just what it is.
We just make
but
it
of
another
course,
town.
okay,
Just make it another town.
okay.
So downtown, uptown.
I'm here for it.
Oh,
I'm
look,
here for it.
I just created a new thing.
Okay.
Tell the Port Authority zoning department, call it uptown.
Uptown.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We want to welcome our guests to this oval table, the oval table, Alex's oval table. We want to welcome, certainly, I don't believe it's for the first time.
Not for the first time.
No.
No.
We want to welcome the proprietor of Coconut Blessings, Nevar Smith, joining us today. Welcome.
Good day. So happy to be here. This is my first time.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
I
time on the
feel
show?
like he's been here before. I don't know why.
I was waiting on my moment to be great.
Well, this is the moment. And thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate you.
Okay, then
My
my
pleasure.
apologies. I must have been around you so much. I figure you're always here.
Yes, I'm thinking he's been here before as well.
Always watching, but I'm so happy to be here.
Okay,
Good,
big round.
good.
If I had the technology, I would have just pushed the button and given you that.
Oh, goodness.
Welcome.
And we also want to welcome to our oval table, I'm learning, to the oval table, Mrs. Loren Wells Madu, the proprietor of Bar Blu. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I should have worn blue today.
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
I
You should have.
missed the memo. I'm gonna have blue lipstick on the next time.
Blue. Well, you have blue glasses on.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
See?
there you go.
Listen, I'm
Just
gonna
make a
stare at
visit
She came
to
prepared.
Blue. Just make a visit
Make a
to
visit
Blue.
to Blue.
Well, we won't say that I like it there.
So we definitely want to talk about Bar Blu, and of course, we want to hear more about Coconut Blessings. Now, Mr. Smith, if we can dive in just a little bit, because I know that Coconut Blessings is what we're supposed to be talking about today, but you have more than one business.
I do.
So you've been working here on the ground in Grand Bahama for quite some time. Give us a little bit about your history and your businesses.
Sure. Well, I'm coming out of UB in 2011. I did tourism management there. And the question was, I finished up in Nassau, and my thing was, how could I come back to Grand Bahama and improve the tourism product? And so came back right away, and it was a journey from 2011 to now of trying to do the research, doing the groundwork, and figuring out my place on the island. And so I started off with a transportation company called Clearview Tours, where we introduced the open-air trams to Grand Bahama Island. These are popular in Bimini, on the Keys, but we tried it here. And so you may have seen some of those extended golf carts running around the island. And so that was my first attempt to enhance the tourism product and bring something a little new to our situation here.
You didn't try.
Well,
You did.
well,
Yes, he did it.
Let me give you some kudos for that, because you have a couple of trams on the road now.
Right.
Not just one. You have about 3?
we have 3 going on now.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
yeah, praise God for that. And so that was really exciting to get that going. And then from there, I decided, like, we were taking these guests around to the beaches market, showing them our culture. And I saw how much they love coconuts and coconut water and coconut products. And so a light went off, and I said, let me start a coconut water factory, which we wanted to organize it in a way that wasn't currently here, because I'm not like this monkey see, monkey do type of person. I rather bring something that the market doesn't have and try to fill that void. And so we did it with Coconut Blessings, and it's the concept. It's a coconut themed juice bar and coffee shop. Overall, it's a factory as well. And so those two are tied together. The tour company, we have the coconut factory involved in our tour experience. And so guests can get a native drink experience and food, and also a good sense of the culture and the meaningful landmarks around there, all in one swoop. So,
I love that.
Put them on the tour with the Clear, what's the name of the company again?
Clearview Tours.
Clearview Tours, and you bus them right over to Coconut Blessings in the Port Lakai Marketplace. Put it on this trip. Now, I've hopped on that bus before.
Okay.
I may not have paid, but I hopped on.
We
But
like
I
the
can-
honesty.
But I can honestly say your drivers are enthusiastic. The experience is wonderful. And when I did have my sister visit the island, I think it was the ending part of last year, and
Right.
we booked a tour with him, and he was so accommodating. You know, he said, usually we have to have a minimum amount, but you know what? I'll go ahead and accommodate you guys. And that was so much fun. And what did I say to you? More locals need to get on this. They think it's just a tourism trip, but
Right.
it's not. It's so interesting and informative, and you see the island in a whole different way. And I'm going to tell you, when you're on the tram, it's a different environment driving on that open air tram with no doors, and you just see the island. The island is so beautiful. I mean, I've always thought that, but just going through that tour and then being able to come to Port Lakaya to take a part of that. Now listen, I could tell you I've been there and I got my favorites, but what do you think is the most favorite or most popular drink down at Coconut Blessings?
Well, right now, our gully wash has really been going crazy. Like, we have a mean gully wash at Coconut Blessings, and we stepped it up with a gully wash smoothie as well. It's getting hot. The pressure is going to be tall this summer again with this heat, and we have to stay hydrated. So we introduced, someone at some point sat down and created gully wash from coconuts and made it a thing throughout the Bahamas. In Nassau, they call it sky juice. So I could always tell when someone is from Nassau, but they refer to it as sky juice.
Right.
But what we did, we created at the Coconut Factory flavored coconut water. That's a different concept and spin on it. So we infused plain coconut water with tropical fruit juices like mango, pineapple, passion fruit, mixed berries. In some cases, we juice them in-house, in cases of the mango and pineapple.
Right.
And in other cases, we try to use an all-natural fruit puree. So when you put those together, coconut water already has tons of health benefits. When you add the pineapple and the mango, it becomes a superfood because they have their nutritional value as well. And it tastes extremely good. So if you're one of those who want a little bit more excitement and have a more interesting coconut beverage, the flavored coconut water will be right up your alley.
Now, is that gully wash leaded?
Oh yeah. Listen, remember, we like to give our guests options. Remember, Bahama made the song popular, Gin and Coconut Water.
Yes,
Right?
they did.
Bahama men. And so we have a little bit of gin in there for you.
Little bit of
Oh, Lord, Alex. Well, we know what you like. We know what you like.
Well, I was asking for the people.
For
Right.
sure.
I was
But
asking for the
we like
people.
to give our customers options.
Okay. And so the alcohol could be applied to any of the coconut blessing mixtures?
It can be. We have something called Uzi coconut water, which is just coconut water with a dash of gin. And we use coconut rum in there, of course, naturally. But we don't get too heavy into the alcohol. We just keep it limited because it's more like a health-based. We try to keep it as a natural juice bar kind of
Well,
concept.
I'm not drinking
Yeah.
alcohol.
Today.
So So now, where are you located?
We're located right in the heart of Port Lakaya Marketplace, where, in fact, Bar Blu used to be in that unit, right next to Pandora, across from Fair Play Restaurant, in that little alleyway there. So, yeah, that's where we are now.
Great location. So we don't just want to share this with the guests and the tourists that are coming to the island. We want to tell the Bahamians and everybody, just like Alex, who wants to go and have something with a little extra inside there to come down and support. Do you know about any other places where you can go and you can just buy gully wash every day?
I
Think
actually
about it.
don't know. if
I don't
anybody can buy
either.
gully wash
I
every
don't
day.
either. And then of course you have all of these other flavors and,
Yeah.
and all of these other things
Exactly,
that you
with
can try.
fresh coconut water.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, and
Yes.
that's we're sourcing it from the island right now, and this is what we wanted to do through Coconut Blessings, just elevate the experience with coconuts for locals and visitors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nevar, that's a lot of work cracking up those coconuts. I sometimes
can't
sit
lie.
outside and I
could
drink
believe it.
coconut water while my husband is doing it. Are you out in the back there cutting up some of those coconuts too?
I pretty much, for now, I don't know how much longer I plan to do it. I look into some autumn. They have some real interesting machines that help you out there, but my shoulder's starting to give out on me.
You'll build the muscle. You'll build the
No,
muscle.
he's gonna get the
It's-
machine.
Yes.
You know, that's coming. The machines.
And then Leslie's Trade's gonna import it for him.
There you go.
There you go. Collaboration
Chinese
already.
Bahamian connection. Let's make it
I did
happen.
it.
I love
Happen
it.
at the round table, at the
I love
oval
it.
table.
Yes. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Mrs. Smith. And we're going to come back to talk to you when we come into our final wrap up. But of course, we want to come over to Mrs. Wells Madhu. How are you today?
I am great.
So we just talked about Bar Blu being very, very near to Coconut Blessings. So both of you are located in the Port Lakaya Marketplace.
No.
No?
No.
In the spot.
The spot that we used to be
Right.
in is where he is now.
Oh, so where are you now?
We are located, it's a bigger spot.
Upgrade.
It's next to Bell Channel upstairs. It's more of a pub style. A lot of people may know it as Red Beards many years
Okay.
ago.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
so that's us now.
Okay.
And we're trying to keep a pub style type atmosphere. So you can come and get pub type foods, drinks. You could go outside and enjoy the great atmosphere and view. It's right on the
Ambiance.
canal. So yeah, that's where we are, next to
Okay.
Bell Channel.
Okay, good.
Now, Bar Blu, it's just such a, I was an odd name, but a catchy name. What made you come up with the name Bar Blu?
I don't know. I don't know.
I love the honesty
I don't
around
know.
this
It's
table
just
with
like,
it.
why she asked me that question? It's just like, and
I
right
don't
now.
know. We were just throwing out names, and then said Blue. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Nice.
Didn't derive
different,
any-
it's different.
Yes.
Bar Blu, I think there's a mural or something painted on the wall inside.
Yes.
What's the significance of that mural and who painted that?
Okay, so Matthew Wild Goose. We have quite a few pictures or paintings inside the bar, and they're all painted by him. We try to keep everything Bahamian.
Okay.
Actually, we have maybe about 5 or 6 things that he's created and painted, and yeah, we just wanted to keep it Bahamian. So he would come and he would change the look every 6 months to a year. Yeah, we would have something else, painted.
Well, shout out to Matthew. He was one of the artists at Art Lucaya.
Yes.
Yes, a part of the association. So I know he's really talented. So I'm sure the work is so beautiful.
Yes,
Let's talk
it
a little
is.
bit about that pub feel and that at the pub, of course, people want to have really, really great food and, they want to enjoy themselves in that way. Tell us a little bit about your menu.
What can I say about the menu? We have everything from mozzarella sticks to fantastic wings. You can get a steak, you could get salmon, you could get crack conch. So we try to give like a Bahamian style menu, as well as introducing shrimp and, the steak, like I said, and the salmon. And we try to do it with sauteed onions and mushrooms. But everything comes more or less with fries.
Okay.
So it's something
We can have
quick.
some fries
It's
sometimes.
something
Yes,
quick.
yeah.
We were trying to encourage people right after work, stop by, get maybe a quick bite, relax, chill out before going home. So this is the
It's
the
a
concept.
spot. It's a
This is the
spot.
concept.
Now the government has changed legislation where restaurants and bars can be open later past 2 o'clock. How is that going to impact your business?
I would say that, especially for weekends, a lot of persons used to love to stay out to Ruby Swiss remember, maybe some 10 years ago. And if we could create that same vibe again, where that's where the last stop on the way home would be perfect, because a lot of times people don't want to leave at 2.
Right.
Sometimes you caught up and you're having a great
good time.
time, and you know, with friends and family, it's not, you know, it's fun. It's a fun atmosphere. So it's great that happened, because then it allows you to have another opportunity to make some extra business. We've been in a situation where we've been very busy, but we've had to close, and you think about think about the money you lose it, like, oh my goodness. So that's a good thing.
Now, I know that you are on the water side, and like, for example, some people, you know, come out on their boats and they go either to Flying Fish or Sabors. Can persons come up to your restaurant, pull up on the boat, tie up, and come up and eat and enjoy at the same time as well?
Yes, they can. Now, we open at 6 at night.
6
so
in the
evening. So we're not open in the day at this time.
But what time does that kitchen close? Now that we have later hours.
Close 2 a.m.
Your kitchen closes at 2 a.m.
Yes.
Probably the only kitchen open.
2 a.m.
Yeah, because mine ain't
That's
open.
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Mr. Thompson wake up and say he's hungry. I'm like, kitchen been closed.
So that's when you're supposed to call Blue.
I'll call Bar Blue.
Call Bar Blue.
And get delivery.
And we're not there yet. Not there yet.
Collaboration. We're gonna find you delivery.
yet.
We're
see how that
gonna
goes.
find some delivery, somebody in Grand Bahama.
Some
and
licensed
make that happen.
delivery
Right.
in Freeport.
Licensed.
works.
Grand Bahama
Yes.
Port Authority licensed.
Yes,
There you
yes.
go. Grand Bahama Eats. There we go. We getting there.
Yes.
Now, what are some things about Bar Blue that happens there that maybe you want the public to be aware of? Why should we come to Bar Blue to celebrate? Why should she bring me out Friday night to Bar Blue to have a nice non-alcoholic beverage and some chicken wings?
After we left Coconut Blessings and you already had your alcoholic beverages.
I would say, well, at this time, we have a DJ on Saturday. So, because women love dancing, we do love to dance, and he plays old school music, reggae, soca. So we try to keep it, you know, where it's upbeat. On Thursdays, we do karaoke. A lot of talent in Grand Bahama, by the way. A lot of
So
talent.
it's Thursday we're going to Bar Blue for
Thursday
karaoke.
karaoke. We've just introduced
pressure.
Tuesday, Bingo Tuesdays. I don't know. I've been told a lot of people like bingo. So we've started something on a Tuesday. Bingo
So we have the club
Tuesdays.
going up
That's
on a
interesting.
Tuesday, but for bingo. That sounds like you.
Yeah, I could do a bingo.
You could do a bingo night.
I actually love to play bingo. The prize has got to be good, but I love to play bingo.
Yeah.
You know, food on the prize list. I could work with that too.
Okay. So you could turn up on a Tuesday with bingo. And then Thursday you can come through and you can sing karaoke, good, bad, or ugly.
Yes.
And then, of course, on Saturday, you can come out with your dancing shoes on.
Absolutely.
You can enjoy the atmosphere along with the DJ, the food, the drinks. And speaking of drinks, do you have a blue drink? I mean, it's Bar Blue.
Specialty blue
We
drink.
do. We have it's called a Blue Crush shot or Blue Crush drink.
Okay.
It's very tropical. and It's
Signature.
very nice. Yes.
That sounds like
it's
an
very
enemy
nice.
out.
It's very nice. No, it's very nice.
Have one,
She's
one
willing
drink.
to try it, though.
One drink and I was way out. I was done. I had a, what happened to you? I had a
maybe
blue
maybe
crush.
maybe by the second or third drink, but not the first one. Not the first one.
So what can persons look forward to during the course of the summer? Any particular promotions, deals, anything you may be offering to the public? Or is there anything that's existing where you can say, hey, come on out because today we're having a special on steaks and fries or something like that?
We haven't gotten there yet. No, we haven't decided on anything. But during the summer months, we would probably open a little bit earlier. That's what we did last year, and we did run a happy hour during the summer as well. So between 4 and 6, we would sell our wings a lot less, and we'd sell our drinks a lot less. So that's the sort of stuff, because people come out, you know, you want to do something in the summer.
Right.
Right.
And we did it last year. It was pretty successful, so we'd probably do that again.
And summer's already started, so we have all the plans made. Tuesday is bingo. We're coming right after work at 5, right in that happy hour thing. Then on Thursday, we're going to go and, you know, test our singing abilities. And then Friday is the DJ.
Saturday.
Saturday is the DJ. We're going to try our hands on the ones and twos
Yes.
at Bar Blue.
I don't
Look,
think
I
DJ
rhyme.
scratch anymore, but okay. Maybe in your time.
Okay.
But if we can get back over to Mr. Smith, thank you so much, Ms. Madjo. Let's get back over to Mr. Smith because, again, we still want to talk a little bit about Coconut Blessings, but I want to talk a little bit more about your journey as an entrepreneur here within the city of Freeport. You've been around for some time. You've seen a lot. You've done a lot. Tell us a little bit about that, and how is there some way where you can encourage the person that may be watching you right now?
Well, you said it, you used the key word, it's truly been a journey. And it's required, in my case and in many cases, a lot of faith, grit, and a support system. And so my thing is, I had to understand the importance of putting pride aside and reaching out for help when I needed it, because I got to the point where I'm like, I can't accomplish my goals without assistance here and there. There's only so much I can do. And so once I got to that place, things started to open up and I started to make a little bit more progress. And so that's what I would say to people. Try to get the help. You don't have to do this alone. It's not always easy to trust people and to confide in, but in time, the right people do come along, and we know in our gut, we have that intuition and that feeling to know where we could put certain people in the categories we have to. And so Grand Bahama, at the time when I came back from UB, it would have made more sense to stay in Nassau and get my career going. But even Glendia, because you've assisted me in the past with some things when we did the party bus, and I just had to pull the comeback. I had a deep conviction. This is home. It was at a time when the economy wasn't as good as it is right now, but I believed in my vision, and I continue to believe in myself. I took the blows necessary, and I have little to no regrets. When I look back on it, I just did things to play the long game. I figured out how to. Being broke is not fun, but hey, I understand that
part of the journey.
Sacrifices
Yeah.
come along with this journey in order to get some, especially when you're doing it the honest way. You're not trying to do anything sinister to make quick money. You're going through the right channels and doing it for the right reasons. I grew to appreciate that process because the person you see sitting here with you today, all of that has come together and worked out for the good. And so I would not change it. I'm happy to now have the end products, which would be the two businesses we spoke about earlier. We're now employing people, having a positive impact on the economy. And this is just an exciting time to be in the mix. I'm happy I stayed because now you see what's happening in the whole economy and the island. And so it just reminds you that when you deeply believe, eventually people come along and they believe with you.
Right.
But if you give up so easily, it's like you can build the confidence in investors or customers or others if you don't really have that confidence in your own self and vision. And keep going. That's what I had to appreciate. Continue. You know where you want to go. Sometimes I felt misunderstood, but I knew that I was on the right path. And I just stayed the course, and I did what I had to do. And so I'm happy that I was able to make it go on in my hometown. It's a great feeling right now.
Your neighbor Springberry here.
I'm telling you.
Now, Nevar talked about the fact that he's here, he's gone through the journey. Let's just pop over to you, Ms. Wells, may do.
On final thoughts.
Final thought, okay, and your final thought, tell us how, very quickly, how do you feel, because you've stuck around multiple businesses, not just Bar Blu, currently Freeport Jewelers, the old Curiosity Shop. Tell us.
I would say that it is tough in this town. I was sharing that with him before we came on.
The honesty is flowing.
Yes,
You see that,
yes,
right?
It's tough. It is tough because, we spoke about it with the hurricane, with the pandemic. So this is home, and you want to make it work. You want to make it work. So you hang in there, and you're like, should I throw in the towel? Should I throw in? But something sort of inspires you to just keep going. And that's what I'll say. I'm here. I'm ready for the hotel to open. I'm ready for things to get back the way they used to be some 20 years ago.
Better.
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 Better than.
Freeport Jewelers has been in business how many years now?
Wow, about 40 plus years.
Stickability.
Yes. And going through the
Decades.
same struggles and still waiting and hanging in there. So,
But you've got faith because you opened up Bar Blu.
yes. That's right. Yeah.
Good,
So
good.
it's like you're putting your feet in the ground. A song coming, put boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Don't mind me. This is about
Now I'm
alcohol.
thinking about Miss Shirley. I'm thinking about Miss Shirley.
So, but I mean, you're obviously an example of just being confident in the Grand Bahama community.
Yes. And that's what we need, right? We need the confidence in the Grand Bahama community. We always get it on the investor side. This is Port Authority hat now. We always get it on the investor side.
Right.
When persons come to the island and they take a look at what we have and they say, oh my goodness, you have a gem. This is so amazing. We do want to do business here. And we've seen a lot of that.
Right.
We're talking about $3 billion worth, $3 billion plus dollars worth of investments happening now.
Right.
But when we hear it from our very own, that makes it a whole lot more different and it brings it home because we weren't hearing that for quite some time.
Right.
And now everybody is starting to see the fruits of their labor and they're continuing to invest and reinvest, try new things, and just to hear here around the table the appreciation for making this island, our home. Like you say, your navel string, mine, yeah too.
Navel string.
We need to invest in our own economy and keep trying and keep going. I live with an entrepreneur. So everything that they're saying, I experience it
exactly.
firsthand, right on the side of me every day.
Yeah, well,
and so kudos to all of you for continuing to stick in there and making this island better. And of course, you know, I love to see the young really get started, get it going, and then your children. I hope you have your children learning from you as well. I know they're little ones.
Are they toting
but
the
I hope
coconuts
you're-
with you?
No, they're right. Even when I'm I wish they were
Get
old
them
enough
in
to
the
chop it up
business.
by now. That'd be great. Sooner or later, but no, they're right. They're asking questions. They're curious, and I'm happy to just impart on them at this point and bring them along in the journey.
Yes, teach those little entrepreneurs to be our future. We need to get them going as well.
We
sure.
believe the children are the future. I was trying to
Go to karaoke. You sound like someone who needs to
Everyone
practice.
should come at least once.
Come at least once to Bar Blu.
Just once.
Just once.
Great
Fantastic.
customer service, the food is good, the drinks are good, the atmosphere is good. Just give us one shot.
Perfect. So give Blue one shot.
That's it.
Bar Blue, give them
it.
one shot. No, give them many shots and they'll probably give you a blue shot back. It may be a good time. But certainly support our local businesses. We always say buy local, shop at home.
That's
We probably
right.
want you to dine local,
Yes.
drink local, experience local,
Eat.
and have a
Don't
good
eat at
time
home.
here
Eat out.
Yes.
on Grand Bahama Island. Support these businesses. We're so delighted to have you and we want to thank you for joining us. The invitation remains open for you to come back and join us again and let us know about what's happening over time when the hotel opens. We want to know how things are picking up even more and how well your businesses are doing. Listen, guys, we are so delighted, so excited to have had you here with us today on Focus Forward, Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show. We continue to do our very best to bring you the information that you need so that you can now buy local, shop at home, support this economy and all of these wonderful families that eat, live, drink here, everything. You notice I said drink? Because I'm thinking about you going by Coconut Blessings.
Y'all don't mind her. She be having her drinky drink too. You trying to think it's only me who like my drinky drink in the belly.
But listen, guys, continue to share this show with everyone that you know so that they can learn more about what's happening here on Grand Bahama Island. We are thriving. We are doing so much more. And we're so excited about everything that's going on.
Grand Bahama is grand.
Yes. And much better. We are moving forward. We're moving forward, guys. So listen, thank you for inviting us into your offices, your businesses, and your homes. Grand Bahama's talk show, Focus Forward, is here for you each and every week. And until next time, I'm Glendia Sweeting.
And I'm Alex Thompson.
Informing you on the positive things that happen only when you focus forward.
Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated. And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday,
Same time,
same place,
for Focus Forward.